So part load the hang tabs, making sure that there is not too much pressure on the tension roller, making sure that the hang tabs go through the sonic sensor. On the sonic sensor there is an arrow pointing downwards. Now that has to make sure it sees a solid part of the hang tab. Now we are going to recalibrate the sensor. You press the button once on the top so the green light flashes and let go, and then pull through approximately 5 hang tabs and then press the top button again. That is the sensor calibrated. After this you will carry on loading the hang tabs. Please make sure that you have the drive roller and the pressure roller locked tight so that there is no spacing between them. Once this is done, you can go to the control module, set the label speed to 25, set the delay to 10, and the inhibit to 10, and the label timeout to 200. Press the run button. This now allows you to do a test to see if a hang tab dispenses correctly. Press the test button and you can see the hang tab being dispensed. Now, depending on the speed and the position of the label sensor will determine where the hang tab stops. So as you can see, it is stopping before the end of the peeler plate. So adjust the hang tab position, the sensor position, sorry, and then press the test button again. And you can now see that the hang tab has moved position. So again, moving the sensor so that the hang tab is proud of the peeler plate by a couple of millimeters. And that is the hang tab dispensing correctly. So the next stage is to take your product, place it under the peeler plate, and then using the horizontal and vertical adjustments, move the labelling head so that the head is approximately 3 millimeters above the product. That's by lowering or raising, and then using the horizontal adjustment you can move it left or right so that you can get the position of where you want the hang tab to be applied onto the product. Once you've adjusted these positions, make sure that you lock the locking handles on both vertical and horizontal adjustments. Once this is done, adjust the pressure roller so that the pressure roller is touching the product which will give pressure on applying the hang tab to the product. Too much pressure will cause the product to get stuck. Not enough pressure will not give it enough pressure to apply the hang tab to the product. Adjust the guide rail bars for the width of the product. Make sure that they are not too tight, as the product needs to run freely down the conveyor. The product sensor detects the product. Now, as you can see, the orange and green light is on. So this is too low and is picking up the conveyor belt, which can cause problems. So you can adjust this at the end with a little flat-headed screwdriver by turning either anti-clockwise or clockwise. So ideally, the sensor should only be on green, and when it sees the product, it goes to orange, and away it goes to green. Set the conveyor speed to approximately 23. The position of the product sensor and the delay will determine on where the hang tab is applied to the product. With the settings shown, you can see that we are applying it to the front edge of the product. If we now change the delay to a higher number, you will see the position of the hang tab move. So we've changed the delay to 60, and we put another product through. And you can see now that it's moved down. You've got your first one and your second one. This applies to also moving the product sensor. Forwards or backwards, and that will affect the position of the hang tab. If you can't detect the product with the position of the product sensor, which is all mounted on brackets, you can actually undo these and mount them to the opposite side. If the label speed, delay speed, inhibit and label timeout are changed, that can cause the problems. So if you start off with the original settings that we advised earlier on in the video, and also on the conveyor speed, having that set to approximately 23, that is a good starting point. Adjusting the conveyor speed will then mean you most probably need to adjust the settings on the control unit. Hopefully this video will help you get up and running. If however you have any questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch, and also send us a video to show us how you've got it set up, and also the settings you've got, the products you're running through, and the hang tabs you are currently using. Thank you very much. Goodbye.